Metaverse tokens exploded last month after Facebook's announcement, and we're expecting them to keep growing. We picked out the 3 Metaverse tokens for your portfolio. Curious to know more about that? Today we dive deep into the Metaverse. Make sure to stay until the end. Welcome to the Crypto Nights channel. If you love making money and learning about crypto, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. We drop new videos every day to keep you informed about crypto. Facebook Meta. A few weeks ago, Facebook announced its rebranding to Meta, showing its intention to become the world's largest metaverse in the near future. As a result, Metaverse crypto tokens skyrocketed over the next few days. Mana jumped up 400%, Sand increased 250%, and ENJ almost doubled. The announcement from Facebook made it clear that metaverses are going to be the next big trend in the tech industry. Competitors to the Facebook empire will need to offer users a comparable experience to keep pace. Developers will be eager to pioneer the relatively new field and find a growing job market in it. The Metaverse tokens responded accordingly. Public awareness of the Metaverse concept is now common, thanks to Facebook's news. We can expect many people and businesses to start trying out Metaverse technologies in their social lives and work. Whether Facebook's Meta is successful with its plans or not, the fact remains that the floodgates have been opened. The future will involve public metaverses. You might be wondering how crypto fits into all this. There are 2 possibilities. If Facebook's Meta truly intends to connect the entire world together, it would be wise to include crypto technologies in the process, or at least compatibility with them. Mark Zuckerberg said that NFTs and smart contracts will play a pretty important role in his metaverse. He seems to understand the concerns about privacy and censorship that have arisen over Facebook, and how crypto can be a solution to the problem. He said, "One of the big questions that people are going to have about virtual goods in the metaverse is, do I really get to own this thing, or is it just content that someone can basically just take away from me in the future?" It's not clear yet whether Meta plans on integrating existing crypto projects or creating its own, but recognizing crypto's place in the metaverse is a good start. The other possibility is that Meta might cling to a centralized approach throughout its existence. If it decides to own all of the technology it uses, Meta might grow very quickly to the delight of its shareholders. It could continue down the centralized track for a while, trying to become a monopoly over the metaverse frontier. Eventually, as we know, the public will grow suspicious and frustrated with the corporation collecting profits on their behalf. They'll look for an alternative to the metaverse they've grown accustomed to, and find out it already exists in crypto. I don't know which path Meta will take. Facebook has a history of choosing strongly centralized approaches, and has faced plenty of backlash for it. The rebranding might allow them to change course with a whole new business model, but it would take a lot of courage to become less centralized. Facebook has made a great deal of profits while keeping tight control over its apps. Creating a parent company for its empire could be a way of becoming even more centralized and distant from users. I think Facebook will need to relax its grip to create a successful metaverse, considering the whole concept is supposed to be a place for creativity, innovation, and ownership. I could see them being reluctant to give up control. Either way, crypto metaverses will be stronger for it, whether as contributors or competitors to Facebook's Meta. The future is Metaverse. The idea of a metaverse has been around for a while, starting out in science fiction and multiplayer games. It's an immersive virtual world where we can work, shop, and play with other users. It's usually experienced through VR or an avatar, and designed to feel as though you're moving around in a virtual space. Matthew Ball describes 7 properties that distinguish a metaverse from your typical use of the internet. A metaverse must be persistent and synchronous, existing all the time and with events happening live. This allows people to schedule meetings, auctions, and concerts with active participants. The number of people should not be capped, so they can move freely between events. There should be a fully functioning economy, meaning users can set their own prices and trade freely with each other using virtual currencies. The experience should penetrate into the real world, such as augmented reality, holograms, and trading real-world goods. There should be interoperability between different platforms, for example buying items from several different games with one currency. And the focus should be on user-created content, with people selling and sharing their art, games, mods, or even sculpting the environment itself. Bloomberg expects metaverse games to grow by $300 billion over the next 5 years, but this is a conservative estimate because it excludes all the non-gaming environments. The COVID pandemic has forced many parts of our lives onto the internet, and some businesses are finding out they prefer virtual interactions. If you include the growing interest in online work environments, social media, and live entertainment, the projection is $2.5 trillion over the next 10 years. That will bring it close to where the entire crypto market cap is currently. Imagine buying Bitcoin in 2011 when it was $1 or $2. That's the kind of growth we're expecting for metaverses over the next decade. Metaverses are the future of online interactions. Silicon Valley and gaming industries have already decided to head in that direction. Cryptocurrency metaverses will either be integrated in or become the popular alternative. Now let's look at 3 of the best metaverse tokens to invest in long term. You might have missed out on last month's pump, but if you're willing to hold them for a while, you'll still be an early investor and make tons of profits in this fresh new industry. Mana. Mana's price exploded after Facebook's announcement, going up by 5 times in just 3 days. It is the token for Decentraland, the current poster child of metaverse cryptos. The network is one of the most popular virtual worlds for blending blockchain and socialization together. The Mana token fuels Decentraland's economy and gives users real-world income. After making an avatar, you get full access to do almost anything you want. You can play games, go to a virtual casino, or just hang out and chat. The network deals in land parcels similar to actual real estate. Users can lay claim to specific plots of land in the metaverse and develop it however they want. They can sell these plots to virtual developers or investors after letting the value go up. Developers can also earn Mana through the Decentraland marketplace, where they can offer NFT cosmetic goods up in exchange for Mana. Recently, the network began hosting virtual music festivals, with Metaverse Festival last month. The 4-day music event saw real performances throughout the metaverse by over 80 musicians, including headliners Nina Nesbitt, Alice in Wonderland, deadmau5, and Paris Hilton. Some musicians wore motion tracking suits to control their avatars. It had everything you would expect from a concert experience, including t-shirts and public toilets. 24,000 people attended the giant music festival and considered it a great success. Decentraland holds an edge over Facebook and other tech giants looking to capitalize on the metaverse, and that it's already an established virtual community. It originally launched in 2015, before turning 3D in 2017 and slowly building outward. Recently, auction house Sotheby's bought a parcel of land and recreated its New York City headquarters. Decentraland is the platform you hear about people buying plots of virtual land for hundreds of thousands of dollars on, and now companies are investing in them too. Even after all the recent hype, Mana still has a relatively low market cap at around $5 billion. It is a dominant coin in the metaverse and has plenty of room to grow in the coming years. It's expected to triple by the end of the year to $10, and reach at least $20 by 2022. Mana is a sure shot at getting in on metaverse action for the near future and long term. Sand. If Decentraland is the Bitcoin of blockchain metaverses, Sandbox is the Ethereum. The two networks are neck and neck in the race to capture dominance in the metaverse industry. Like Decentraland, Sandbox is its own virtual world on the Ethereum network, where developers can build games, sell items, and use the platform to build relationships and get entertainment. Just like Decentraland, users of Sandbox get the best experience by buying and developing land. This land can be turned to whatever they want, and plots are owned by both individual users and companies alike. Also, like Decentraland, the existence of a marketplace makes it possible to generate real income with sand. The Sandbox map shows who the largest landowners are. It also shows off some of the network's biggest partners, many of which are landowners themselves, like video game developer Atari. Sandbox holds a slew of sponsors across different areas of pop culture who help to push fans toward the platform. It includes Walking Dead and the Smurfs, as well as musicians Snoop Dogg and deadmau5 as sponsors. Sand recently received an enormous investment from Japanese holdings firm SoftBank, putting $93 million into the network. The surge in capital is expected to speed up development and make it a competitor to Decentraland as the largest metaverse network. Sand's market cap is currently half that of Mana, so it could have even more room to grow. It's expected to double to $5 by the end of the year, and reach between $10 and $20 by 2022. It might take a few years to see the more massive gains, and it depends on how developers decide to use their investments. I think Sand has a very solid start, and it could overtake Mana eventually, but it hasn't yet reached its full form. It's an excellent choice for adding diversity to your portfolio. ENJ. Enjin could very well be the most versatile of the 3 metaverse cryptos here. It is not a metaverse in the traditional sense. Instead, it blends blockchain gaming and the metaverse into a unique hybrid. Enjin also runs on the Ethereum network, but it's different from Decentraland or Sandbox. There are no plots of land, and there's no walking around as a virtual avatar. Instead, Enjin is a gaming platform where users enter different gaming spaces and interact with one another through play. The network offers a variety of different games, all revolving around building collections of NFTs and using them to win games against other players. This is similar to Axie Infinity, except that Engine offers more than one type of game. It has partnerships with Microsoft, Samsung, Ubisoft, and other gaming giants, and it's currently developing a role-playing game for the PS5. Engine has over 20 million users across more than 250,000 gaming communities. We can expect many new games to become available as the Engine community grows. Engine has been picking up steam in the metaverse space in recent months. Much of that is tied to its Affinity Metaverse Fund. Affinity is an NFT creation platform close to the Engine main network. With its new $100 million investment into the Affinity chain, it is hoping to push its technology further into this space. Engine is set up to become a direct competitor to Facebook in the gaming aspect of the metaverse concept. Investors are taking interest in Engine because it bridges blockchain gaming with the metaverse, but more so because its future is fluid. As a gaming and NFT platform, the content of the network is what users make of it. Engine's strength is in its amazing community and partnerships. It's expected to double by the end of the year, and reach as high as $30 in the years to come. We hope you enjoyed this video today. What do you think the metaverse will look like in the future? Let us know in the comments. If this video provided you some value, please like and subscribe. It would mean the world to our channel. If you have any video suggestions or comments, please let us know below. We love feedback. We appreciate your time, and thanks for watching.